Alright, we're back on the beat. But I'm not just redoing the same case, because last time I basically built a whole argument on one scene with Razik and called it a day. That's not good enough, we're going deeper, we're doing a full reinvestigation. But today's subject is a little bit different. Is Makima gay? Let's actually dig through the evidence properly this time. Disclaimer, same as always, it's a bit, I'm not a scholar, aware I'm profiling a woman who is canonically an incomprehensible cosmic entity wearing office attire. Here's a detail that gets glossed over. Out of everyone in her orbit, the people Makima keeps closest, longest, and treats with the most consistent proximity aren't romantic prospects at all in the traditional sense. They're just women. Power lives with her. She personally recruits and manages a household that's overwhelmingly female. Denji gets folded into that household too. Sure, but he's folded in as one more piece in a collection that already skews heavily toward women she's built her inner circle for. Is that automatically meaningful? Nope. Plenty of found family setups do this for plot reasons that have nothing to do with sexuality. But when the fandom builds theories, this is usually where they start, because the pattern is generally there on page. We have the Rezi scene. I brought this one up last time, but it deserves a second closer look. When it's revealed Makima and Rezi were coordinating the whole time, the tone between them shifts into something we don't see anywhere else in the manga. Not handler and asset, not predator and prey, but something closer to two equals speaking plainly to each other. Makima's guard, which never drops for anyone, visibly lowers. That single shift is doing more narrative heavy lifting for the series than literally every scene she has with Denji combined, and the fandom noticed immediately. Now we have the absence of any male interest whatsoever. Here's the thing nobody brings up enough. Across the entire manga, Makima never once shows genuine romantic or sexual interest in a man, on the page or in any panel. Denji interprets her affection as romantic, because he's a teenager who's never experienced kindness before. But the text never actually confirms she reciprocates that specific kind of interest. Every single one of her interactions with men reads as management, strategy, or utility. Not one reads as desire. The absence of evidence isn't evidence, normally. But when a story gets out of its way to make sure a character shows zero romantic interest in an entire gender across hundreds of chapters, that's not exactly neutral either. The defense makes its case. To be balanced about it, Makima's whole character is built on performance. Every warm gesture, every soft expression is a tool, which means using her behavior toward anyone, man or woman, as evidence of genuine attraction is shaky ground by design. She may not experience the desire the way people do at all, in which case this entire question might be structurally unanswerable, not just unconfirmed. That's probably the most honest answer available. It's just a lot less fun than the household was giving something. So basically the final ruling revised, this is still unconfirmed, but the evidence pile got noticeably bigger this round, and it's leaning in one direction pretty constantly. My real opinion, unqualified as always, a woman who builds her entire inner circle out of women, drops her guard for exactly one person in the whole story, and that person is also a woman, and shows zero on-page romantic interest in any man character for 4 volumes, has a case. And I will be losing that case in the comments to people who somehow have citations ready. That's the video. See you on the next one.